What's up, you guys? This is our slow flow yoga class, and this is Jenny. Today we are going to be talking a little bit about one of my favorite quotes, and I've talked about this in many of my yoga classes, so if you've ever heard some of this, then, reminders are always good. And one of my favorite quotes says, "Nothing changes if nothing changes." And if you think about it, there's no change where there's no action, right? So it's going to take me participating in my life experience to create the changes necessary to take me towards that place that I desire in my heart, or that I, visualize for myself. A lot of the time we are willing to just settle. We'll talk about how we're not happy with the way things look, or okay, for instance, something superficial, like really superficial, not happy with the way my legs look. And instead of doing something small every single day that is going to take me towards the desired outcome, I would complain about it. I would feel embarrassed about it. I would look in the mirror and say ugly things about myself. I would not wear shorts or do some of the things that would make me feel comfortable in like Texas heat, where that kind of stuff is pretty much a necessity. I also would not wrap my head around the fact that perfection is ridiculous. I don't have to strive for anybody's ideals or perfection. That I can wear shorts no matter what. That I can learn to feel more comfortable in my skin. And so the cool thing about taking action is that through these small, repetitive efforts that we create. Sorry, my allergies have been killing me this week for some reason. Through the small repetitive efforts that we make, we draw ourselves closer. We're creating these, even if they're minute improvements within our being. And sometimes that minute improvement is not in the physical. It's not necessarily that my legs look a whole lot different or anything like that, or that they have this perfect look that I'm looking for. Maybe I just learned to feel more comfortable in my own skin. Maybe through those actions of taking care of my own body, I learned to love myself more. Maybe through those small actions that I take every single day, I start to feel more proud and confident in who and what I am. And I no longer need to strive to meet these unrealistic expectations of perfection so that I can do the things that I want to do. I no longer have to feel like my legs have to look perfect. Remembering like a lot of the stuff you see in magazines and on the media and all of this stuff, that's not real. That's not real skin. Those aren't real bodies. Those aren't real. Those are totally distorted images to create this image of perfection. And, instead of just recognizing them for what they are, we take that apart and we create these real expectations from ourselves from that space. So the actions every day can look not just like exercise, working out, feeding ourselves better, which are clearly important, but also meditation, learning to love ourselves, spending time within our own being, learning to be more compassionate. The cool thing about movement, and especially when it comes to like yoga and stuff like that, you are forced to become more intimate with your physical being as well as your spiritual being. And so due to that, we learn to have more compassion for ourselves. We figure out where are our boundaries. We figure out how strong we are and what we can do. But we also recognize, where I am today and that I don't have to force or press myself beyond that space. This kind of acknowledgement of our own physical being and intimate knowledge of our own selves can assist us in finding great compassion and love for who and what we are, exactly the way we are. But also recognizing that, there is something to be said for doing our best to take care of ourselves too, right? And doing our best doesn't have to look like an hour at the gym every day, doesn't have to look like other people's expectations of what that could be for you. But like I said, those small actions every day where you're attending to your own needs in the way that's best going to benefit you and drawing yourself towards the heart desire. If my heart desire is that I want to wear shorts in the summertime, Every day, I'm going to take some small movements that are going to assist me in building strength in my legs, building strength in the rest of my body. I'm going to do those things that are going to allow me to have that more intimate connection with my own body, where I get to learn who and what I am. Building my strength is going to give me so much confidence. That alone is just like so worth it. So, remembering we have to be able to move beyond this place of being like, I'm just going to settle for this is how it is. This is my reality. I'm just going to realize that I'm never going to be able to wear shorts, or my body type isn't the kind that's going to allow me to do what I want to do. Like, we have to stop with this bullshit and like reprogram the mind to accept our truth of our being and not to abide by societal standards and all of the other crap that has kept us so limited for so long. Like, it's really time. And the most reliable way to predict the future is to create it. What are the things that I can do right now in this moment that are going to take me that much closer to where I want to be? That much closer towards the desire of my heart. It's often those small accumulated consistencies that create the big phenomenal changes. And then one day you look up and you're just like, whoa, holy crap, I never knew I could look like that. I never knew my legs could be this strong. I never knew I could feel this comfortable in my own skin. I never knew that I could be this and not that, right? But it takes the action. It takes the participation. You have to be willing to get off your ass and take at least the small movements, those small steps, the small actions every single day that are going to build you up, uplift you, not suppress you and keep you small and downtrodden and berating yourself and treating yourself like a piece of shit and saying things to yourself that you would never, ever, ever say to another human, but that you feel comfortable within your own silent space to say. Pablo Picasso said that action is the foundational key to all success. Because you're expressing the thing, you're showing the universe what you want to experience more of. You're willing to invest in the outcome. When we recognize that getting to the outcome that we desire requires the investment, which is the action, which is the words, which is the choices, then we can start to build those things up, creating those small actions, creating those small things that we do daily, those small habits that are going to draw us over time towards that desired result. So even if you have some kind of physical limitation, we see people every day who have one leg, but they're still out there running races. You can still do something, right? No matter what your limitation is, we can create some actions that are going to draw us towards heart desire. So I really want us to be thinking about that today. What are the things that I'm not content with, things that I've just been settling, that I've been telling myself some outdated narrative about it. I've been telling myself some kind of shitty story about why that can't change. And I want us to be thinking about the small steps that we can take to get us towards the other side. You have to go through the thing to get to the outcome. You can't just wish for the outcome like in the middle of the night it's going to instantaneously come and find you. No, it requires your energetic contribution to facilitate the desired result. So this cannot be the year of talking, wishing, wanting. This has to be the year that we take action, that we begin to get things done. Okay, so think about that. What are the things that I can be doing right now? What are the small actions I can take, the consistencies, the habits, the healthy habits that I can create to draw me towards my desired outcome? So let's start thinking about what those things are. Where's the stuff that I maybe told myself an outdated narrative about it that needs to change? I need to reframe that story. I need to tell myself something new. I need to start to take the actions that are going to draw me towards the desired outcome. No more excuses. No more bullshit excuses about, I don't have time, I don't have this, I don't have the resources. You can always, always, always do something. And if you're locked in a perception that's not allowing you to see a bigger picture, reach out to other people, talk to your friends, reach out to me, send me a message. You know, sometimes we just need an outside perspective to help us see where we can begin to take small steps. And you start to take those tiny steps, and guess what? New big doors open up to you later. It's just by putting that energy out there, showing the universe that you're willing to invest in the desired outcome, that you believe in a new framework, you have a new mindset about how things function, how your body functions, how your mind functions, how the universe responds to you, all of those things. And then we do the thing. We create the new habits. We begin to speak to ourselves in a new way that's more loving and kind and inclusive and holistic. All of this stuff is a major part of the outcome, right? So if you're doing the same thing over and over again, that's literally the definition of crazy. That's something else I've said in this class probably 1,000 times. You keep doing the same old shit and expecting a new result, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Something has to change. Something has to change, and we've got to take those actions that are going to pull us out of that energetic loop that we've been stuck in. Okay? Do it afraid. Take chances. Have fun. Believe in yourself. Recognize the strength of your being and the ability that you have to do so much more than you ever realized. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started in our practice today, grounding in our easy seat and dropping the shoulders back and down, coming along through the spine, and just beginning by finding the breath. Nice deep belly breaths. Breaking the stereotypes. Destroying the unrealistic expectations of perfection. Accepting and allowing, taking actions. Inviting the new. Keep focusing on the breath, taking that bridge from the physical body back to the spirit, drawing your attention back inside of the self. Nice, fluid, easy breaths. Beautiful long center line of the body, from the tip of the tailbone to the crown of the head. Rooting through the tailbone and all of those points of contact from the body to the earth. Grounding and connecting, sending those roots into the earth. And lifting through the crown of the head, feeling that crown rising into the sky, creating a little more space in the body. Space for new prana, new breath, new life energy. On your next exhalation, dropping the chin to the chest, we're going to begin to take those gentle neck circles, beginning in whatever direction feels the most comfortable and safe to you this morning, or this afternoon, or this evening. Super slow, never forcing or pressing. Just moving gently, pausing and breathing into any of those areas where you're feeling a particular amount of tension or pain. Never pressing into pain, tingling, or numbness. Just pausing and breathing into those spaces. Inviting them to release, to relax. The next time you find your chin towards the chest, take the rotation in the opposite direction. Inhale back to center. We're going to take that rotation farther down into our heart space now. So using just that rib cage, keeping those sits bones rooted into the earth. We're going to inhale, press the chest, the chest forward past the biceps. And beginning in the same direction, we begin those gentle neck circles. We're going to take the rib cage towards the right side, rounding through the back, drawing it towards the back side. Opposite side and forward, and just continuing to make that circular motion, just a rib cage here, around the base of the spine, around those sits bones. Resting the palms of the hands on the knees, taking that circular motion. This is one of those postures that when you very first start doing it, feels really, really uncomfortable because we're used to rounding through the spine, hiding the heart space, not allowing ourselves to lead with the heart. And this is where we learn just through a gentle movement, lead with the heart space. Inhaling from the front to the back. And exhaling from the back to the front, always matching our breath with movement. Next time you come to the front of that circle, take it in the opposite direction. Inhale, come back to center. Come long through the spine. Exhale, hinging forward from those hips. My spine is still nice and straight here. So literally, I'm just hinging forward from those hips. The crown of the head is still shining upwards, but I have a super long line of my body. And when I come into this Sufi grind, you can see I'm hinging forward here. We're going to rotate just like this, the entire upper body around the base of the spine. There's no bending, there is no curvature in the spine. Nice, straight spine. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, begin taking that rotation. The same direction you began those gentle neck circles. Then we're going to match the breath with the movement, inhaling from the front to the back, exhaling from the back to the front. You can close your eyes and allow this Sufi grind to become super meditative. This posture is set to unwind all of the problems, all of the negativity from life's experiences. Next time you find yourself towards the front of that rotation, draw it in the opposite direction, inhaling from the front to the back, exhaling from the back to the front. Inhale, rising back up into that easy seated posture. Take those hands outside of those hips. Inhale and swing the left arm across the front side of the body. Draw that bicep up into alignment with the ear and reach through those fingertips towards the opposite wall. Keep that shoulder drop back and down into the socket, allowing the heart space to expose itself. Gentle bend through the right arm to facilitate a depth of stretch through the side body. You can take a gentle pulsation here as you reach towards that opposite wall. Or you can remain in stillness, just listen to your body and whatever it needs today. Inhale, lengthen through both arms, reach both fingertips into the sky. Sorry, something's itching my back. Exhale, releasing the left hand into the earth, reaching through the right fingertips. Feel into that nice, beautiful stretch through the side body as you reach those fingertips towards the opposite wall. If you want to close your eyes and breathe, just feel free to do so. Inhale, rise up, lift those fingertips upwards into the sky. Exhale, cactus out those arms, pressing the heart space forward. Inhale, reach the fingertips upwards into the sky. Exhale, drop it down, cactus. Continue on at your own pace. Squeeze those shoulder blades together as you drop those elbows down towards the earth and press the heart space forward. Every posture in our yoga sequence is engaged. We're engaging the body, we're strengthening the core, we're refining those aspects of our strength to be around the center of our being, giving us that mobility that we need, balance and alignment. Drop those elbows down. Those biceps are actually going to be parallel to the earth now, so if you need to lift up just a little bit so that those elbows are in alignment with the shoulders, palms of the hands are going to be face forward. We're going to inhale, twist to the left side. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. If you need to close your eyes, feel free to do so. Take that twist as deep as feels comfortable in the spine. Inhale back to center. Gently open those eyes whenever you're ready. We're going to drop those palms so that they're face down. Fingertips are going to move towards each other as those elbows are just gently resting parallel to the earth. We're going to inhale, press those fingertips forward. Exhale, draw the elbows back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Continue on at your own pace. Nice straight spine, squeezing those shoulder blades together as you draw those elbows back. pressing the heart space forward. Inhale, reach the fingertips forward. Exhale, take those arms out. Gently release those fingertips all the way down towards the earth. Close the eyes and breathe into the body for a moment. Open those eyes super gentle and slow. Whenever you're ready, we're going to take the palms of the hands towards the center of the shin bones for some spinal flexations. Inhale, press the heart space past the biceps. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Keep the crown of the head parallel to the sky and the chin parallel to the earth. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale to center. Exhale, fully release all of that stagnant air out of the bottom of those lungs. Inhale deeply. Exhale, release, let go of all of that oxygen that you possibly can. Inhale deeply. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, coming up onto the hands and knees. Tabletop position. Coming into those cat-cow stretches. Ensuring that the hands are the nice base. Stacking the shoulders on top of those wrists. Pressures in the fingertips and the thumb, tip of the thumb. And the base of the palm. The center of the palm is tented. Knees are about hip-width distance apart. Hips are stacked on top of those knees. Tops of the feet gently resting into the mat. Inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, and draw the gaze upward. Exhale, tuck the tailbone around through the spine. Take your chin to your chest. Inhale into your cow and exhale into your cat. Continuing on. Matching your breath with your movement, moving as fast or as slow as you need to. Remember, the faster you move through these cat-cow stretches, the more you're going to warm up the body. Inhale back to center. Gaze is just between those hands. Draw the knees towards the edge of the mat. Press the glutes back towards the heels. Stretch the arms out long towards the top of the mat, releasing the forehead and the heart space towards the earth. Breathe in this humble warrior posture. Or have I been lying to myself, telling myself that things can't change, telling myself this is just who I am, this is just how things are, yet I'm not taking any of the small actions necessary to pursue a different outcome. Inhale, draw those hands back up towards those legs. Draw the knees together. Come back into your tabletop position. Curl your toes under. Press your hips into the sky. Downward facing dog. Take a moment here to relax into this posture, releasing your heels towards the earth, or just pedal out those legs for a moment if you need to. And then on your next inhalation, we're going to walk those hands back towards those feet until all four corners of both feet are firmly resting into the earth beneath you, grounded into that space. Toes are spread nice and wide, continuing to hang in your forward fold. Take some gentle movement here if you wish, twisting side to side or taking those pinkies into opposite elbows. Release the spine fully and completely by allowing the crown of the head to fall towards the mat. Not seeking to hold that head up in any form or fashion, just allow it to hang, creating space in the vertebra, releasing any pressure on those discs and nerves. And just relax and breathe into the body for a moment. And really slow and gentle. Inhale, roll up through the spine, vertebra by vertebra. Arms come overhead. Take those hands into prayer pose and exhale, drop it down into the heart space. Take a moment to breathe into the body. We're going to move right into our sun salutations. We'll go through the first two together, and then we're going to take three at our own pace. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, cactus out the arms. Inhale, reaching the fingertips into the sky. Exhale, hinging forward from the hips, diving forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release those hands into the earth. Step or float back into your plank posture. Exhale, release the body all the way down into the earth, keeping the elbows in tight towards the rib cage. Inhale, half lift, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, curl the toes under, press the hips into the sky, downward facing dog. Stepping or floating towards the top of the mat. We're going to begin again. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, cactus out the arms. Inhale, reach the fingertips into the sky. Exhale, swan bending forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, drop the hands into the earth. Step it back. Plank posture. Take your Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, curl the toes under, press the hips into the sky, downward dog. Step towards your hands. Take 3 more of these sun salutations at your own pace. Building the energy within our physical and energetic being. Charging the magnetic field. Tapping into your own deep well of strength. Use your modifications if you need to come down on those knees. Feel free to do so. Listen to your body and do what's necessary to protect it and honor it exactly where you're at right now in this moment. Whenever you're done, meet in your Tadasana or mountain pose. Take a moment to come back to the body, come back to the breath. Relax. Inhale, super slow and gentle, open those eyes. Arms come overhead. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach the fingertips into the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Swan diving forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant those hands into the earth. Step back, downward facing dog. Breathe into the body. And then beginning on the left side, inhale, lift up through the left leg. Super slow, grace and ease. Exhale, bend the knee. Rotate the ankle. Exhale, pull that leg, or inhale, pull that leg all the way through to the top of the mat for a low lunge. Go ahead and take that back foot parallel to the back edge of the mat. And once you're grounded and stable, front knee is stacked on top of the front ankle. Inhale, rise up. Breathing into the body. Make sure both of those hip points are pointed directly forward. If you need to take those toes more to 45-degree angle towards the edge of the mat, feel free to do so. Just listen to your body. Nice center line of the body as you root that tailbone towards the earth. Fingertips are lifted into the sky. Exhale, right hand comes down the right thigh. Reach your fingertips of your left arm into the sky. Sink in a little deeper if you can. And then on your next exhalation, release the left forearm just over the left knee onto the thigh, reaching through the right fingertips. Keep that shoulder drawn back and down. Heart space is exposed. Breathe. Release that arm back down. Lengthen through the front leg. Left hand comes inside the arch of that foot or somewhere along that shin bone. Listen to your body. And then open up for that Trikonasana triangle posture. Really spiral that heart space open. By rotating that shoulder back and down. Exhale, release the right hand inside of the left hand, parallel to it. Walk those hands underneath the heart space. Both toes come forward. And just hang in this wide-legged forward fold for a moment. You can take your hands behind the calves and pull yourself, upper body, towards the lower body. Or you can just hang in stillness, grounded and rooted. Gentle bend in the knees if you need it. Release those hands back into the heart space. Keep the right hand rooted into the earth, and you're going to twist through the spine, lifting those left fingertips into the sky. Gaze at the fingertips if it's safe on your neck. Exhale, release the left hand back down into the earth. Inhale, lifting up through the right hand. Take that spinal twist. Gazing towards those fingertips if it feels safe on the neck. Exhale, right hand comes back down to meet the left. Walk those hands in front of your left foot. Release the glutes down towards that left heel. And you're going to flex your right foot, reaching those toes into the sky, or keep that foot grounded into the earth. Just listen to your body. And if it feels safe, you can even inhale and rise up. Take those hands into heart center. Nice, strong, straight spine. Gaze is forward. You can find that Drishti gaze here, that one point of still focus on the wall or the floor in front of you. Exhale, super slow, grace the knees, release the hands down. Inhale, press the glutes back up into the sky. Walk those hands in front of your right foot. Drop the glutes down towards the heels, taking the same expression of this posture on this right side as you did on the left. Listen to your body and what feels comfortable and safe today. I'll tell you guys a secret. I started taking my omega-3s again recently. And oh my gosh, I was popping so loud every time I moved. And I pop every once in a while now, but nothing like I did before. If you have poppy, creaky joints, get yourself some omega-3s. Release those hands down, bring your right foot. Inhale, press the hips up into the sky. Walk the hands under the heart space. Take a couple gentle pulses here. And then lengthen through those arms, keeping those hands grounded into the earth. Turn the right toes towards the front edge of that mat. We're going to walk those hands inside of the arch of that foot, relaxing those right fingertips down. Inhale, lifting up through the left arm for your triangle posture. Reach through those fingertips. You can gaze out of it, feel safe on the neck. Inhale, rise up. Right forearm rests just over that right knee. Reach those fingertips towards the front wall. Keep the heart space exposed. Breathing deeply into the body. Right knee is hovering just over the right ankle. Totally in alignment. Rise up. Release the left fingertips. Down that left thigh. Straighten through the front leg. Actually, no, keep it in, my bad. Right fingertips rise up into the sky. And gaze upwards towards the fingertips if it feels safe on the neck. Sink into that posture if you can. You may have to scoot your foot forward to keep that knee and ankle aligned, and that's okay. Exhale, take it down. Twist the spine so that both hips are directly pointed forward. Make sure that that front knee is stacked on top of that ankle. You need to take those back toes more to a 45-degree angle. Feel free to do so. Inhale. Lift those fingertips into the sky for that warrior one. Breathe. Inhale and lengthen through that front leg. Exhale, release those arms down. And then inhale, super gentle and slow. Pull that left leg forward to your right. Take a couple deep breaths. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, cactus out the arms. Inhale, reach the fingertips into the sky, and exhale, dive forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release the fingertips down into the earth. And then drop those glutes all the way down to the mat. Stretch your legs out long in front of you. Inhale, arms come overhead, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, hinging forward from the hips. Drop those hands all the way down, grabbing onto the soles of the feet, or gently resting the palms of the hands where you need to on the shin bones, just listening to your body. Breathe. Feel safe. You're going to take your peace fingers and wrap them around the big toes of both feet. We're going to inhale, come long through the spine and take the gaze forward. Exhale, drop the elbows towards the earth and releasing the forehead towards the knees. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. Continue on at your own pace. Inhale up, and then exhale, draw the palms of the hands all the way back up towards the hip crease. Take a couple deep breaths. Your next inhalation, open up those legs. Again, not trying to do the splits, nothing super fancy here. You're going to take your left fingertips, gently resting them under the thigh. Tuck them underneath the thigh, that right leg. Right hand gently resting outside of that leg. Inhale, lengthening through the spine. Lift those fingertips upwards into the sky. Exhale, dropping them down, arcing them towards the toes of the opposite foot. Keep that shoulder relaxed back and down. Heart space is exposed. And breathe. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Let's take it to the opposite side. Pedal out those legs for a moment if you need to. Left fingertips come underneath the left thigh, lengthening through the spine. Reach those left fingertips upward and over towards the right toes. And breathe into the body. Beautiful deep side stretch here. You are capable of anything. All you have to do is choose it. All you have to do is take the actions necessary, make the choices, speak the words. Don't make yourself small. Step into your power and create the changes necessary for you to live the life that you want. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, releasing those fingertips down towards the opposite side. Pedal out those legs if you need to. We're going to gently twist from side to side here, reaching left fingers towards the right toes, taking to the opposite side, right fingers to left toes. Continue on.
Inhale, rising back up to center. Draw those legs together. Bend your knees, gently resting the soles of the feet into the mat for our Utkatasana boat pose. Arms come up, fingertips are pointed directly in front of you as those arms frame those legs. Palms of the hands are facing towards each other. Inhale, lifting up through the left leg and then through the right. And this can be your full boat pose today, or you can lengthen through the legs and keep that boat up, pressing the belly towards the thighs, gazing at the shin bones. The shaking is good. We're resetting our nervous system, so don't release the posture just because you're shaking. Push through. Never pushing into pain, tingling, or numbness, but push yourself out of your comfort zone or what you think you can do. Exhale, super slow with gentle grace and ease. Release the soles of the feet back down. Rising back up, release the palms of the hands into the earth on the exhalation. With grace and ease, super slow and gentle. Release the spine all the way down, vertebra by vertebra, into the earth. Arms come to the side of the body. Inhale, take the knees into the chest so we can start to wrap up our practice. Holding on to just the right leg. Inhale, lifting up through the left. Exhale, super slow and gentle. Take it all the way down. Lengthening through the right arm. Hand is in alignment with the shoulder. Take the left hand to the outside of the right thigh and pull it across the body, keeping both shoulders grounded into the earth. Breathe into the body. Gazing over your right fingertips if it feels comfortable on your neck. Supine twist. Untwist the spine, super slow with grace and ease. Inhale, knees come back into the chest. Holding on to just the left leg. Inhale, lengthening through the right. Exhale, take it all the way down. Reaching out through the left arm. Right hand comes to the outside of the left leg. Pulling it across the body. Gazing over the left fingertips if it feels safe on your neck. And untwisting the spine. Very slow with grace and ease. Realign the body and take the knees back into the chest. Grab onto the outside edges of those feet, tucking those knees in towards the armpits. Happy baby. Really slowly and gently whenever you're ready, releasing those legs all the way down into the earth. Allow the arms to frame the body as you draw those shoulders away from the ears. Palms of the hands face down or face up, allowing the feet to fall to the side. Sink into your breath, back into your internal being, and just taking note of how you're feeling, what's going on inside of your body, your energetic field.
Even an inch of movement will bring you closer to your goals and dreams than a mile of intention. Intention is only beneficial when you act on them, when you seek to do the things required, investing the time and energy necessary to achieve the dream of the heart. There's no such thing as perfect. There's no such thing as the right time. Start now. Start with what you have. And allow that energy to build, to grow, to expand. New doors to present themselves to you. Opportunities to say yes to. Remembering you are what you do, not what you say you'll do. Your beliefs show through your actions the truth of what you believe. It's expressed through your actions, your words, and your choices. Very slow and gentle. Coming back to the body by deepening the breath. Bring your awareness back to this tiny space. Gently wiggling the fingers and toes. Wrapping hands around the wrists or feet around the ankles. Taking those nice deep stretches, reaching those fingertips into the sky, pointing the toes in the opposite direction. Or taking those beautiful cat stretches to wake the body back up. Draw the knees into the chest. Begin to rock and roll up and down on the spine. Rocking yourself upright into a comfortable seated posture so we can finish our practice today. With 3 long thumbs, take those hands into prayer pose, tuck the thumbs into the chest, inhale deeply. I am truth, truth is my name, truth is my identity. Exhale fully and completely. Inhale to begin. Satnam.
Satnam. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining me for class today. I hope you guys had an awesome week. And I'll look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye.